We live.
Sundays and Wednesdays, yeah. 8 o'clock on YouTube and Facebook and Twitter. It's the crew and you. Let's go.
You can't get any better.
Best thing about it, the way he did it the right way.
With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
Do y'all have anything to say about
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. Congratulations to my dog, Chuck Little John, the OG.
Y'all didn't notice I've been changing hats all night, have you?
No.
You've been doing it. And so look, let me tell you, those dudes were the first one that I ever seen with the full tracksuit and no drawers. You know what I'm saying?
Understand that you can be at the bottom, you can be anything you want to be, and when that happens, you can be a champion like me.
You imagine 100 people just all yelling?
With the crew and you, to the crew and you. With the crew and you, to the crew and you.
What up, baby? Welcome to the crew and you. I'm your boy G. To my right hand side, we got Decatur's #1 LIV fan, Corey Davis. And underneath us, man, the South Carolina State dog, the OG Spartanburg's LIV hater, Chuck Little John, man. What's good, family?
Hate the LIV for? He come on here hating the LIV. Golly.
You muted.
I'm sorry, I'm a little upset by Corey's his disclaimer there. So I was muted. Had to come in hot because I am hot.
Hey, all they've done was put more and more opportunities in the community for people like Capca, who want to make millions without being regulated by the PGA.
See, we're gonna start this off hot already. You're not being regulated by the PGA. If you want to make money, then you work on your game. You become better and you win.
No.
How do you think Tiger Woods got 14 majors?
Time out.
What?
Welcome everybody to the show.
Whoa.
Hey, everybody out there on Twitter, our Twitter family, man, we kind of switched it over today. We're not on Twitch, we're on Twitter. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Hey, make sure y'all tell a friend about the TCY family, man. Thank y'all for joining us. For everybody out there on YouTube, of course, make sure you tell a friend, bring a friend, and then have them subscribe as well. And everybody on Facebook, all of our family out there, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Episode 15, season 3, man. We are rolling. And we're rolling just like Kapka did, man. Kappa rolled right on that.
Dudes.
Okay. He left to go on to the LIV. And if you don't know what the LIV is, it's the new golf association that is rivaling the PGA right now. They're backed by Saudi Arabia. And Greg Norman is the captain or the leader of the VP of the organization or the president of the organization or whatever it is. And, they got a couple big names over there. Phil Mickelson. Who are the other ones? Dustin Johnson.
Capca. We shouldn't have to go through all that. Let's put it like this. They had 8 of the top 50.
How many majors all them 8 won?
A bunch. It's a bunch.
No, ain't no bunch. I can name one man that's won more than all of them. And he's not going.
But they still in the top 50.
I can name one man that's won more than all of them together.
Who, Tiger Woods?
15 of them.
But Tiger ain't playing at all, is he?
Right. That man
He's still the GOAT. He's still the GOAT.
He is.
But what I was going to ask you, Corey, is
shit.
All these golfers out here, that's in college and in high school and in first tee.
What's first tee? What's first tee?
First tee is I guess they have it in Georgia too. I know they have it in South Carolina. But first tee is I guess you could say an organization for youth that are interested in golf. It doesn't only teach them about golf, but it teaches them about pretty much about life. So it's really a good thing, I guess. Like I say, if they're interested in golf, all well and good, but it teaches them about life and all kind of life things. And I think it's a great organization and great thing that they're doing.
Okay.
But to get on with that, all these have a drive to get where? What do you think their ultimate goal is to get where? Just like when you play little league football, you play college football, you play high school football. A lot of people have a dream of getting where? Do they have a dream of getting to the USFL?
No.
Or do they have a dream of getting to the NFL?
The big league.
So my question is to you is, do you think they have a dream of getting to the LIV? Or do you think they have a dream of getting to the PGA Tour?
If they are new, let's go with this, like this new, what's that, the young guys. The young guys don't know nothing about wanting to be in the PGA, do they?
Why they don't?
Or they just want to make it.
You think them young guys don't watch Tiger Woods and all the rest of them on TV?
So help me here, man. I'm a novice. Remember, I don't golf like that. I'm just saying these guys that are here now, they're going for the money. But what you're saying to me is you grow up to want to either compete or you just want to get to the PGA. Golfing is about, it's a different kind of competition. Am I not right?
It's a combination of both. You want to compete, but your ultimate goal is to get to the PGA Tour. Okay,
the PGA Tour. So let me say this here. All right, so let's go with the NCAA. I'm gonna try to answer your question as best I can. Okay. The NCAA now, their Achilles heel is the NIL, another three-letter killer. The NIL is killing the NCAA. They don't like that because these boys are making money behind their image. Now, the LIV, right? The LIV golf tournament series, they have what this thing is called the digital platform, where you can watch yourself and project to your fans, your personal fans. Now, while I'm playing golf, the camera is on me the whole entire time. If I don't want to watch Galen, I don't want to watch you, I can watch me. And I can get paid for it while I golf in one of the most the most exciting golf leagues that they've come up with. So exciting that the PGA is deciding to change their purse, change the platform, change the amount of people in the tournament. They finna revamp their whole thing because I done took your players. So to answer your question, do I grow up to want to be in an old school league or a new school league?
But see, the thing is that with this new school league, how long is this new school league gonna be here?
We don't know, but 8 out of 50 of the top golfers want to know.
How many?
8 so far.
What percentage is that? What percentage is that?
I'm just saying out of the top 50. There's more players out there.
But what percentage? Okay, we stand top 50. So what percentage is that?
That's almost 10%.
10%.
Yeah. I'm just saying your top 8.
Like I said, this league, this LIV league is made for those players that can't, don't, won't work on their game so they can win on the PGA Tour.
I don't think so, Charlie.
No. Go back. I want you to compare how many total victories of those 8 you talk about, other than Phil Mickelson. How many total victories do those 8 have on the PGA Tour? Those 8 that have gone.
Kappa has 4 majors, right? Kappa has 4 majors.
I didn't say majors. I say wins.
That's the same thing. A major, a win.
That's
wins. But you talk about majors. He got wins are total wins. I'm not talking about just majors. I'm talking about total wins.
Okay.
And then two. When's the last time Kapka won?
Explain that then, because I'm lost. What's total wins and what's a win?
I know. I said it's the difference between majors wins and your total wins that you have for your career. Majors is the U.S. Open, the PGA, the British Open, and the Masters. Those are majors.
So it's only four. It's only 4 majors a year.
It's only 4 majors a year.
So Koepka has 4.
So Koepka has 4, right? But I was asking about total wins. I didn't ask you about majors.
Oh. But isn't that what you play for? You play. That's what you really play for is the majors, right? You want to win the majors.
But how you go? Okay, so thank you, G. So what you play for is to win the majors. So if they gone to the LIV, how they go win majors?
Well, they don't have to now.
But I'm saying, what you just say? I'm going by what you just said. You said ultimately what you play for is to win majors.
Right, because
that's what you just said.
That was the only thing they had. So
now that's the only thing they had, but just a few minutes ago.
They asked Koepka, why are you leaving? Why'd you stay with the PGA this long? He said that's all I had. They didn't have anything anywhere else to go.
They had other places to go. They have tournaments. They had tournaments overseas and leagues overseas before. I mean, this with the PGA.
Okay, peep the game. So on PGA America, my question on Google: how many PGA players are there out there currently? There are 29,000 PGA players. 29,000. But then we're talking about here the top 8. That's worldwide. I said, they got golfers that qualify.
There are different levels of PGA players now. Everybody's not on the PGA. Everybody's not on the PGA tour.
Okay, so how many are on the tour?
On the tour, but you have different levels because you have to.
How many players?
You go to the Cornberry tour to qualify to get to the PGA. Only the great players go directly to the PGA.
132, 144,
okay. All right. So right here, say on the regular events in the tour, the field, like I said, between 132 and 156,
right,
that are on the tour,
right.
All right. So all the players that earn the cut, making the tournament, winners usually receive about 18% total of the purse. So that's 156 players on an average, right, on these tours. All they're taking is 48, on their tour, and they're gonna make more
right now.
I can't hear you.
Right now.
Are you muted out, y'all? Hold up.
No, y'all can't hear me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said right now they only have 48. I guarantee you it's gonna grow.
No. The thing, this is how this tournament is designed. They're not finna go. They're finna have smaller, smaller fields.
So you telling me that every year, for henceforth, they only gonna have 48 people?
What they're saying is we don't need to see that other 48 or that other 100. Now,
but my question is to you is, what if they have more than 48 that want to participate? How do they determine who goes in and who doesn't?
We don't know just yet. Don't know. But what they want is they just look. You know how they say the cream rise to the top? They just want the top to compete. All that other stuff,
but you don't have the top.
Not yet.
They
getting there. So
let me ask you this then. Okay. So they play 8 tournaments a year, right? So you can tell me that these players, after they play 8 tournaments, they're not gonna play no more that year.
They don't care. Go ahead.
I'm asking the question. So you tell me they where they gonna play at?
PGA.
No, if I'm the PGA, I said age with you. You want to play LIV? Then go to LIV.
You can't. You're gonna lose all your players. You can't
do that. Lose all the players. All the players not going. G.
Not yet. But if you notice, every week you got some players are leaving. Every week you see.
And why? And why?
It was just 2 at the beginning.
And
then
why?
It was 4. Now it's 8. Now you're like, wait a minute.
Okay. So who are the top 2? Who are the top 2 that was there first?
Dustin Johnson and
Phil Mickelson.
And Phil Mickelson. No, Sergio Garcia was there too.
Wait, Sergio going down. But Phil Mickelson, the one of the main ones y'all was bragging on, right? Played in the major this past weekend. Right? How many days did he play?
2.
Right. Why?
Because he ain't made the cut.
Exactly.
For the LIV.
Exactly. So you were the best players in the world.
Yeah. Hey,
on the PGA Tour, and you can't make the cut.
They didn't even in the first LIV, Lee Westwood, Sergio Garcia, they finished damn near. Sergio was 22nd. Lee Westwood was 29th.
And what I'm telling you, G, is the majority of these players going to the LIV are the ones that can't improve their game to win on the PGA Tour. So I understand. Listen, I understand they want to get paid. I understand that. But the main reason they jumping over there is because they can't win on the tour.
No.
So in this cash-rich funded league, right? Okay, so that guy who finished 22nd, I bet he made more money than he did on that 122nd person on the PGA Tour.
Yep. If you want to make more, what you have to do?
Go to the LIV.
If you want to make more in the LIV, what you got to do? You got to improve your game.
Check this out though. So okay, like Trevor just said, it's so funny that the PGA just found $160 million sitting around.
Where's that document at?
What you mean? It was on ESPN.
No, it wasn't. No, it has not. No, it has not. Where's that been documented at? Do you see what he said? You see what he said? I saw somebody say it's weird, but where's the documentation?
You know what?
What?
That's how the PGA is now saying we're gonna up the purses up to 20 million.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
That's
good.
There's how many tournaments left in the PGA? 8?
In the PGA tournament?
Yeah.
Oh no, it's more than 8. Because they got to play the FedEx, which is 4 tournaments by itself.
I don't think more than 8 tournaments. How many they have left?
G, it's just June, G.
Yeah.
They got way more than 8 tournaments left.
PGAtour.com here said, okay, PGA Tour plans on adding or to combat LIV golf tournament by adding 8 additional events up to 160 million.
There we go.
That's what I'm saying. They're trying to. Somebody saying, "Hey, add 8 more tournaments." We got it.
Whoa, understand. That don't mean they found 160 million. You have to realize the sponsors that the PGA has.
They've been sitting on their money.
If your name is on that tournament, then you paying something for that tournament.
How did they just do that quick though? Yeah. How did they just come with
They're gonna have 8 more tournaments.
They wouldn't have LIV wouldn't have been there.
They have sponsors out there waiting to participate in the PGA.
Oh my God! Then why haven't they done it before now? Why haven't they done it before now?
Oh, I'm not saying that the LIV is not the cause of it. At no time did I say that.
Well, let me ask you this: do you think that the PGA is nervous right now? Do you think that they're shaking a little bit?
Oh, I'm sure they're shaking.
Right, like a stripper.
But my thing is, it's only 8 tournaments in the LIV. So if I'm the PGA commissioner and I got these ones, you know how sometimes people like to use people as an example. So if I'm the PGA, these 8 to decide they want to abandon the ship, then I use them as an example.
I got a great example
meaning that you stay on the LIV, you play your 8 tournaments a year, you win all your money, but during that time you down, don't expect to come back to the PGA.
I got 2 letters that describe what you're going through right now and what the PGA is going through. The ABA. Remember when the ABA came into the, like that run and gun league, the 3-pointer, the dunking. NBA was shaking, so the best thing they can do at some point was go, hey man, maybe we could have a talk with them, so we can combine the league. Now, the best thing that could probably end up happening with the PGA is some kind of way it's gonna be the PGA LIV.
That'll never happen. It will never happen. It will never.
Well,
PGA not going to unite with Saudi Arabia.
What they're going to end up doing though is they're going to end up letting them boys go live so they can make some extra money.
But something, like I said, you had to use some people as examples. But like I said, I don't know, but how many players have come out and said, I'm done with the PGA?
They don't want to be done. They just want to be able to compete otherwhere.
No, if you're done, you're done.
That's what the PGA wants them to do. Hey man, you can't go nowhere else. I just want to dance with that girl over there.
I'm sure there's some kind of binding agreement with the PGA. If I'm commissioner and you decide you want to go here all of a sudden, but you've been here all this long and now you want to leave. But don't expect to come back. Don't expect to come back.
Chuck, all that's happening is I'm dancing with you and your feet are tired and she wants to dance.
Nah.
Let me tell you let me tell you where I noticed that happened.
If
When
your feet tired, go sit down and rest.
let me tell you, look, no. Let me tell you what happened. Hey, when I was at Galen's his renewal vow, my wife's feet got tired. But guess who was still out there spanking the planks? His mama. And I was like, I'm finna go out there and dance. She danced all night. And that's what the LIV is doing. They're ready to dance when the PGA want to sit down. I want to go out there and dance. I ain't gonna lie, I'm tired. But listen to me. It's another opportunity.
I'm not saying nothing wrong with opportunity.
You are. You sound like
No,
them.
like I always say, there's nothing left but air and opportunity, right? And guess what? There goes the air. So you got opportunity, so you stay over there.
Go ahead, G. Tell me how you feel, brother.
They shaking in their boots, man. You have the LIV is putting that chokehold on the PGA right now. And
crazy.
And right now, you have the players looking at the PGA kind of struggle. And they like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna stay much longer. Because let's be honest, the PGA hasn't been doing right by these players. They haven't been doing right by these players in all these years. And they just had nothing to fall back on. Now, the LIV is giving them something to fall back on where they can still achieve their what am I trying to say? Their competitive spirit. Goal. Yeah, their monetary goal as well, but their competitive spirit too, because you're still playing with some of the best golfers out there. Still.
Who? Who plays with some of the best golfers? You just said it's only 8 of the top 50.
Right.
That's in the top 50.
The top 50. So the other
how in the US Open last week? How many in the top 50 was in the US Open last week?
What you mean? How many was in there? All over there.
How many of the top 50 was in there last week?
All of them.
No, it wasn't.
Who wasn't there? Who wasn't there?
Phil wasn't there. We
just said Phil missed the cut.
Huh?
Huh?
Phil missed the cut. Justin Johnson wasn't there.
Yeah, he was. Yes, he was.
No, he wasn't.
Okay.
Justin said he was done with him. He ain't went back.
Lies he tell.
So Justin Johnson was there last week.
Yes, sir.
Chuck.
What's wrong with this dude?
Look, there was only a handful of top players in the U.S. Open last week as well. That's in every tournament. A top
everybody you just named is in the top 8 that's at the LIV. I guarantee you played in the U.S. Open last week. Why?
I mean, it's because it's still a tournament.
They don't want to be. Whoa, let me ask you this. If the LIV is so good, right? So why didn't the LIV have a tournament last week?
Why did they?
Why didn't they?
I don't think that's what they did.
It's a big
no. Why didn't they schedule a tournament for Nate last week?
They're still recruiting players.
No, they had for no. They played their first tournament. They had 48.
They had one this weekend. They had one this weekend.
No. You're not. No. I need y'all to answer my question. Why did they not have a tournament last week?
Because it's for this weekend.
No, that ain't. Go ahead and tell the truth. Put the cards on the table.
Why don't you like his answer? You don't like his answer. He done answered you like 3 times. No.
I'm gonna tell you why.
No,
because the PGA had the U.S. Open playing last week. That's why.
Okay, they don't want to compete with you. They just want you. They just want to serve a tournament that pays more than yours.
They played their first tournament during the Canadian Open. At the same time, Canadian Open was playing. So if you go compete, so why didn't you have a tournament last week?
Because it's Canadians.
Why didn't you have a tournament last week?
Probably because of U.S. Open. They didn't want to mess up the people playing the U.S. Open. So they knew
They won't have them top 8. They're going to top 8. We're playing the U.S. Open.
Now, listen, it is still a business decision. Now, you don't want to be crazy. All they want to do is provide a new kind of tournament, a new way of playing golf. The guys want to be able to do their tournament and be able to to play in the PGA too. Like Phil said, I've worked hard to be able to, I've earned the right to be able to play in another tournament if I like.
So in other words, you want your cake, ice cream, and eat it too.
Why not?
It go good together.
Right. They're professionals. Why not? Why should they have to stick to just this one thing? Why do they have to be held captive by this one company?
You don't have to be held captive. Huh? You have to be held captive. You in the United States of America. You always have the freedom of choice.
Right. They do.
See, you want to, okay, leave. That's what you want. You pick me or leave. Why? This is United States. You're right. I should be able to dance with you and go dance.
You don't like my country, leave.
Justin Johnson tied for 24th in the 2022 U.S. Open.
And how much money did he make on that too? What did he probably make on that?
It don't make any difference. My point is, he still want to play on the PGA.
If he would have got 22nd in that LIV tournament, he would have stacked a lot of paper. 22 to them is respectable because it's going to give you a lot more money than that 22 in the PGA. This is all we're talking about here.
Right. The LIV is not trying to compete. Like Lil John said, man. They're not trying to compete with the PGA. They just want to get in where they fit in. That's all they want to do. It's the PGA who's upset that they're trying to start another league. They're not. LIV is not mad at the PGA. It's the opposite way around.
So let me ask you this. So we have the NFL and we have the USFL, right?
Uh-huh.
So when does the USFL play their games?
But let's be fair.
All I did was ask a question, G.
No, listen. All I did was ask a question. The USFL is not a professional league. It's for people who's trying to make it into the NFL. So those people are not playing in the NFL. They're trying to make.
They're not getting paid.
I don't know if they are.
You know they are.
I don't know. What
you know they are. You know they get paid.
Listen, what I'm saying is they're not considered professionals, right? Am I right?
Yeah, they're considered professionals.
Yeah.
Are they?
Yeah.
I get straight up in there. Honestly, I was gonna leave you out there, but listen, they are a professional league. They get paid. They just get paid. They just get paid significantly lower. Okay. Now, what they did was just like the G League in basketball. There is a stipend that you make for playing ball, but what it's set up for is set up as a farm league for the NFL to keep looking at these guys so they can keep their skills up. The G League, I think is like, compared to the NBA, I think it's like $44,000 or something like this. It's real minute. Now, to the average person, $40-something thousand, $40,000 to $50,000, it's about $18 an hour, something like that, right? $18, whatever it is, but it's not a bad stipend to live off of. But now with the USFL,
with the USFL, that is your job. You don't have another job. That's your job.
I think it's like 10 games that they play though. Like okay, I ride past in Memphis the USFL stadium, and I ain't gonna lie to you, it's a mini small, it looks like a D2 college stadium, like a little small stadium, but it's set up like it could look like a big mini dome or outside stadium, but it only holds like 40,000 people. You know what I'm saying? I ride by, it's on Interstate 20 in Birmingham. The Birmingham, I think it's the Bulls, USFL, USA. Whatever it is, Bulls. But then
they make if you make the active roster, you make $4,500 for each game.
Okay, $4,500 for how many games?
Let's see how many games they play. Practice squad is 15, so they make that $50,000.
$4,500.
The point.
They make less than $50,000.
Y'all missing the point. Y'all missing the point I was trying to make.
You missing the point.
No, the point I was trying to make is you can't compete. So therefore,
Yes, you can.
you do at the USFL. You play your tournaments during the off season.
No, man. No.
But I think the difference is this USFL, you try to compare the USL to LIV. They're not on the same level.
At all.
LIV has professional players. The actual players that play the PGA, the USFL doesn't have the NFL players playing in the USFL.
They're not going to do that.
They're not doing that.
Let me go over here and
But they're still professional.
If there was another league that came up to rival the NFL like LIV is doing, then that's different. But there is no other league. So you can't compare the LIV and the USFL. That's like comparing the NBA to the Drew League. You know,
like G is saying, you remember like the XFL, they try, they trying again. They're gonna try again. They were like, it's a run and gun league where you play on TV and you see how they got cameras on their head. You can listen to one of the guys talk to another guy. Hey man, I'm finna go long. Don't go long. It's like they're trying to rival the NFL right now. There's gonna be no outside teams or outside leagues that are gonna rival the NFL right now. NBA the same way.
Right.
What has happened right now is the PGA has a league that wants to step up against them. Now, let me tell you something else that I read about, Charlie. In Dubai, in Saudi Arabia, in in Africa, they got some of the tournaments. They said some of the best golfing greens out there. They put money, that one of them tournaments that they're gonna have in Dubai. People play in it right now. They'll go over to Dubai just to play on those greens. They got some. They're gonna have some tournaments that's gonna rival the Masters in terms of the greens. That's what they're talking about. How the greens feel. I don't know, y'all. They always talk about how soft it is on this here or how it rolls. Well, I don't know all that type of stuff. But does that matter if you're a golfer? What if there are more tournaments that golfers want to be on, right? Or there's more greens out there. Am I right?
They would never rival the Masters, number one.
Huh? What is that?
They would never rival the Masters.
I'm just saying.
Whoever came up with that statement.
I'm just saying, like they were showing pictures of the one over in Dubai. It looks pretty. It looked pretty. You know what I'm saying? It looks good. And you got people that go over there and golf over there all the time. That's all I'm saying. What about these other golf tournaments that have good greens? That means something though, right?
Hey, so and then y'all do know where two of these tournaments being playing at, right? On whose course they being played on?
Where?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard his greens are pretty good too. I mean, he's terrible.
Yeah. You losing the point I'm trying to make.
Look, I'm just saying, terrible president, good golf greens. He golf everywhere.
Okay, so is there a contract between the players and the PGA, or is this a breach of contract by the players? Does anybody know? Brandon Buchanan asked that question.
I don't know if there's.
But obviously, there must be.
It must be some type. I'm not sure if it's a contract, the binding agreement, or what it is. But for the PGA to mention that they could potentially keep them from playing in tournaments, then evidently there is some type of agreement that they are technically breaking by joining the LIV. I don't know where it's documented or 100% sure. I'm just going by some of the actions that the PGA has stated that they could do.
I just read that they are independent contractors.
Independent contractors.
Yeah.
Which means if I'm working on your house, I can go work on his house.
That's what an independent contractor is. I don't know. Unlike the NBA, it says unlike the NBA, NFL, and MLB, the PGA considers golfers to be independent contractors, and they have to pay their own expenses, including extensive travel, caddy, and coaching costs, entry fees, and even a $50 charge to use a tournament locker room. God damn.
Come on, man. I can't use the locker room for the weekend.
This is why the PGA is
Listen, $50 G.
what
I just paid to get here and my caddy and my stuff.
and a lot of these people don't make a whole lot of money. You just said that.
Leave.
That's wrong, Charlie. That's wrong.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, y'all act as though this just not started happening. How long has the PGA been in existence? This is nothing the PGA started doing.
That's all they
It's
had.
nothing the PGA just started doing.
No,
Until this year, if Phil Mickelson was so disgruntled, why did he wait until the LIV came about before he made his statements? Why?
Because he's been with old girl for a while. You know?
Why? No. If you so disgruntled,
he didn't want to be Colin Kaepernick.
what you mean you want to be Colin Kaepernick? He can be Colin Kaepernick now.
For one, take a knee.
Yeah.
He can be Colin Kaepernick now.
All right.
Yeah.
So
Wait.
So Chuck, would you be okay if they played in the offseason? This is from your brother.
Right. That's the point I was trying to make.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, because I was using the USFL. Y'all jumped the gun about salary and all this kind of stuff. And in comparison, the point I was trying to make is that the USFL plays in the offseason of the NFL. That was the point I was trying to make when I brought up the USFL. Not that I'm trying to compare the USFL to the LIV, a salary, anything like that. I said the point I was trying to make was they play in the offseason.
But nobody finna go over there. Hey, man, let me make this $4,500 real quick, and get myself hurt. I'm not gonna do that. $4,500.
They get hurt in golf.
No, I'm talking about in the USFL. They're not finna go over there and make no $4,500 game. They're not finna do that. Like you were using the USFL like in the offseason, like an NFL player is finna go over and play in Birmingham.
No. I'm saying that the USFL competes. Their games are played in the offseason of the NFL.
So that the scouts can look at them and get them ready for the season.
Players.
My point is, at no time do they try to play during the NFL season.
Because they want to play in the NFL.
Because they're not NFL players.
Y'all understand, man. I'm about to break it down, put it on paper for y'all.
All right. What was your last statement, Corey?
My last question was, I guess this is what we hadn't been asking ourselves. Why is the PGA upset with the LIV? We didn't ask ourselves that question. Why do they have a problem with the LIV? Do you have a good answer for that, Chuck?
I can't speak for the PGA.
You speaking for them now?
I mean, I'm not the commissioner of the PGA. I told y'all my feelings of it. If you want to make money, and like I said, if the PGA has been so bad and Gator said because you don't want to get blackballed, but if you wanted the top players, so you think if Tiger Woods came out and said something about the PGA, you think they'd blackball Tiger Woods?
I don't know. Right now, Tiger ain't the top draw.
No. Why he not?
He's still the top draw. He's still the top draw.
Why he not?
Yeah,
he's still a top attention getter, but he ain't not top draw guys. You're right.
That's top draw. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So do you think they would blackball Tiger Woods?
Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all think they're black? Yeah. Okay. Y'all just saying this so you can agree with your argument.
They'll be hurt, but yes.
No, they won't.
All right, man.
So the answer to your question is, I think the PGA is probably going to revamp things and maybe pay the players more, which I don't have no problem with. I have no problem with it at all. That's never been the argument.
How about
the argument,
other stuff too?
What other stuff?
Making them pay for their own travel.
So how do we know what's happening? So do you think the LIV tournament is paying for the travels for those 48 players to go play in those tournaments? Do you think they are?
They probably are. They're probably doing it the right way.
No, they're not.
The right way.
Do you research? No, they're not. It's a few players that they are paying to participate in the LIV to try to draw other players over there.
So they're paying for the expenses.
They're paying for those few. But what about the other 46?
Hey man, They paying for me to come over here. They got a plane waiting at LAX.
But they're not paying. They're not paying for them to come over there and play. They have the. But that first time was where, in London or England or somewhere.
What we do know, they have paid players to come over there and play. What we do know on the PGA, they ain't playing nobody to come play. We know that.
You're gonna be driving to Augusta. You gotta go. You gotta get a plane to Atlanta and drive to Augusta, unless you got big pay. But you gotta drive there, bro.
Don't understand.
Huh?
I just don't understand.
All right. So let's transition on, man, to the NFL.
And before we transition on, I'm sure this will not be the last conversation about this.
Somebody
gonna bring it back up again.
The next name.
Ain't going nowhere. The LIV ain't going nowhere. That's why it's going to be a hot top. That elevator said we ain't going nowhere.
We'll see.
Nowhere.
Just like that elevator go up, that elevator will come down.
Listen, tune in next time when we talk about another top 10 player. That's it, leaving for the LIV.
Top 50, not top 10.
Hey, he at the bottom floor hitting that button like, hey man, bring me up.
Yeah,
I'm back down to get him. Look.
Okay.
Will Zalatoris is next.
No, he's not. He want to win a major. He don't come too close.
Hey, look, you saw he ain't playing this weekend.
Because he just played in the major. A lot of them don't play after the major.
Mm-hmm. Him, Russell Henley, Patrick Rogers, they ain't playing this weekend.
Are those some names?
Yes.
Who? Who you say?
Will Zalatoris, Russell Henley.
Who should I look for?
Patrick who?
Rogers.
Henley and Rogers you never heard of.
For what? Okay.
Exactly.
I just heard of him. I just heard of him now.
So I know we're trying to transition, right? But now they're going over and playing, right?
I don't know. They didn't say yet.
But if they go over and play, right? So you already got 48 to play in the first one. So if those three go, then that means three of those previous 48 will get kicked out.
Yeah, they're gonna be gone.
How you determine that?
The bottom three, I don't know.
How you determine?
I'm better than you because I'm better than you.
Yeah, I can say I'm better than you, but that doesn't mean I'm better than you.
Hey, Kanisha said he started to think that Chuck money invested in the PGA.
I do have some stock.
Oh, here we go.
Now we get to the root of it.
Now we get to the nitty-gritty.
Okay, let's move on. I'm not talking about it enough.
All right, man. We tried to settle this, but I don't think this is ever gonna be settled with us. But Deshaun Watson has settled 20 of the 24 cases in his silver suit. Do y'all think this helps out his cause as far as his suspension, or do y'all feel like, hey man, Roger Goodell's gonna do what he's gonna do?
I think Roger Goodell would do what he want to do. But to suspend somebody, do you have to have, I guess, physical evidence that it actually occurred? What makes this even different than a court of law if you go talk about suspending people? Now, if they're suspended, will he still get paid?
That's a great question. It depends on what the contract say, I guess.
So my thing is, if you're gonna suspend me, and I'm not gonna get paid, and only thing you have is and by no means let me go ahead and put this disclaimer right there first. By no means if he's guilty, am I agreeing with what he's been accused of doing? But all the physical charge, all the binding charges were dropped. So now everything is all civil. So evidently the prosecutors didn't think that they had enough evidence to try to take this to trial and take this to court. But now
jail time.
Right. But now he has these civil suits that he's going through. And he's settled 20 of the 24. So I don't know what the regulations are for the NFL. Are they actual regulations, or does Goodell just do what he feels like doing, based on what's in the media, what's been reported, whatever the case may be? I don't know.
Code of conduct, he detrimental to a player. That, like I said, that's what they still want to suspend him for. They want to suspend him because your actions have led to you having to pay 20 people, 24 people money behind, I don't know, whipped it out, a looky loo or a tug here and there. I don't know, but they don't like how you acting, or like how some people. I don't like how you shop it in the store. You look a little guilty, or somebody said you stole something, or somebody said you didn't act right, and they didn't feel comfortable. Like the people that were vetted for the Houston Texans, these ladies are saying you had, how to say, you weren't acting right doing your massage, and I felt uncomfortable, and I shouldn't have to do that as an employee or as a contractor for the Houston Texans, right? So your actions lead the NFL to suspend you for your actions. Like I said, under the code of conduct, you're supposed to be a professional. And they're trying to say that you weren't professional in this case. So now we're gonna Roger Goodell, I want to suspend you for the whole season.
Mm-hmm. So it's already been said he's suspended for the whole season.
I think my wife was saying that I think Goodell wants the season.
That's what they're saying. That's the word that's out. That it looks like a season.
Now to answer G's question or y'all question, is he going to get paid if he's suspended? Yes, he'll still get paid.
Okay.
That money ain't gonna be on hold.
People may have to pay it.
Yeah, I'm saying it ain't gonna be on hold. I'll pay you back later, or we'll pay you next year. He'll still get paid.
Okay.
So go ahead, G. I'll let you speak your piece, then I come back with mine.
All right. Yeah, I believe that Goodell will still suspend him. I don't believe it's going to be a whole year. I believe he may give him eight games, and at that point, should he try to fight for less than that, grievance that, but I don't think he, honestly, I'm like you, Chuck, man. If you have no evidence of him doing anything, why are you suspending him? They suspended Zeke the same way. They had no evidence. Everything was thrown out. Found out the girl was lying, and he still got suspended for 6 games.
Wow.
So it's not fair, and I think it's not fair because Roger Goodell, he doesn't go to anybody. It's all his decision.
Yeah.
He doesn't go to help him out. It's all Roger Goodell's decision on what happens. Brandon Buchanan said they did it with Roethlisberger.
And I know, of course, it's code of conduct, but I guess within those code of conduct, I guess guidelines or whatever the case may be, are there guidelines to say, I guess, and it's probably not, how many games you should be suspended for whatever quote unquote code violation you do, or is it seems like it may just be up to what Roger Goodell decides basically he wants to do.
Right.
But the other strange thing about this is, like, and I think I said this in the past, it's just strange that all of this did not come out until Deshaun got disgruntled in Houston and basically told him he didn't want to play for him anymore. That he wanted to be traded.
Right.
So I don't know. I guess we have to wait and see what Goodell does. I know I saw one thing I said where they said that he had settled with those 20, but the agreements were confidential and will not be. So I'm not sure if everybody made to sign something or saying that they would not speak on the finance part of it or whatever the case may be, or what the settlements were. I did see that. So
I think I may be misread here. Okay, so I'm looking at under this NFL blog. It says, do players get paid while on suspension? Players who are suspended, they lose a portion of their base salary, but they don't lose any of their signing bonus. Signing bonus they don't lose, but they'll lose a portion of their salary, or their non-playing salary. They'll get it. They'll get, let's say, a base of it, but they'll lose a portion of it from the team.
Right.
So they'll get something, but like maybe, like say, the portion that came from the team itself won't pay, but the NFL, the portion from the NFL, the TV, sponsorship, whatever, they'll get that portion, but they probably won't get the portion that's from the team. Maybe, I don't know, but they'll lose a portion of it, but they will get something.
Like La'el Collins, when he got suspended in 5 games for trying to bribe the guy for the drug test last year, he didn't get paid those 5 games, but I think something was in his contract though as well.
Okay.
If he gets, a matter of fact, I believe it was if he ever got suspended or something, he would lose. Like his contract wouldn't be guaranteed. That year wouldn't be guaranteed. They won't. So, I guess he can get some of it. I was trying to find the code of conduct and see what it says for the league, so we can try to get a, what code of conduct has he broken.
So now I'm also reading here. It said the most meaningful portion of the contract is the guaranteed amount. So the guaranteed amount is what's the players depend on. So all players depend on the guaranteed amount of money that's offered through their contract. It's an important part of whether a player is paid or guaranteed, under the guarantee. So, or under the guaranteed clause. So I guess the money that's guaranteed to me, I'm getting that. Now, if I don't play, or if y'all, like I said, if you bench me, or I'm suspended, my guaranteed money is what I'm, what's important to the player. So
if Deshaun gets suspended, what does disgruntled Baker do? Baker Mayfield, that is.
All right, so I got a little bit of news. Considering my wife is a brownie, or whatever they call dog pound chick, or whatever it is. So the Browns are willing to pay the contract of Baker Mayfield just to get a trade out there. Like basically saying he's owed $18 million. We'll pay the $18 million and still give him to you. Okay. That's just how much. Yeah, that's just how much they're willing to pay the contract and then still make the trade. So it'll be a 2-for-1. Like, I'm paying your contract and I'm giving you the guy. That's like 2 players, Right. And then we make a trade.
So in that case, the Browns would take the cap hit, and whoever he gets traded to will not.
Probably would. We get him here. Come and get him.
Wow. That's what Denver did with Von Miller last year.
Paid him out and then still traded him. Like, that's a 2-for-1 deal.
Wow. So who do we think he may go to?
Somebody need to be like, hey man, they're gonna pay.
The biggest talk I heard is the Panthers.
Yeah. They don't really have a quarterback, man, that they believe in. Let's say that. They believe in. They got Sam Darnold over there, and they're not really fond of Sam anymore.
What did Baker do? They say he was talking some trash, but golly,
he was upset. And we talked about it immediately after, they went after Deshaun Watson. We talked about, I think you all were saying that he shouldn't have said that. He should have kept his mouth shut, So, but he wanted out, and I think he still does. I wouldn't play another down for him. I'll tell you that much.
You wouldn't play? You wouldn't play for him? How they did?
No, I wouldn't.
Well, okay. If Deshaun Watson can't play. Let's say if he's suspended, you know, if Roger Goodell holds him down for half the season, do you hold on to Baker Mayfield, you know, to you know, I guess, you know, you sweeten the deal or whatever, or you soften your stance until he's able to play? Or do you go with what is it? Your boy that played for the Colts, Brissett. Don't they have Brissett?
I'm not sure. So I do have a question. So if let's say he's still with Cleveland, and he says, "I'm not gonna play. If you trade me, or I'm not gonna play." So is it based on his contract whether he gets paid, or if he flat out refuses not to play, does he not get paid, or can they fine him or whatever the case may be?
And he can't just come out and say, "I'm not gonna play." What you got to do is like
do something.
Or pretend like he hurt.
Yeah. Yeah, my lower back right here, man, my lower back.
What they could do him like AB said that they were doing to him in Tampa Bay, making the play anyway.
Just start doing stupid stuff. That way you can do, but then that just it turns its trade value down, you know. But like you just start doing stupid stuff, you know.
I don't know if it will, because I think everybody sees what happened. The league has noticed what happened with him, and they know what kind of player Baker Mayfield can be. So I think a lot of teams probably feel for what Baker's going, and a lot of teams just don't have the space for him. But I think those teams that do have space for him, I don't think him sitting out or even pretending to be hurt is going to affect him.
Now they say the Seahawks still have some interest in him because they, as of right now, they still don't have. They got Geno Smith over there. You know, right. I think they need somebody.
They got Drew Lock too. Yeah. Drew Lock. They got Drew Lock over there as well.
Okay.
But he went there from
that was in that trade. That was in that. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Drew. Huh? Go over there.
Yeah, they got Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, okay, so they got.
Yeah, so it looks like
and a fourth round.
And Josh Dobbs.
So yeah, that's that fourth round guy, right? That they picked up.
Yeah. So.
Randy Buchanan said the Commanders need a quarterback too.
See, here we go. You know what I'm saying?
So Keisha says, "What is Baker's options? It's not like people are knocking the door down to get him. He needs to do whatever to save his career." Damn, you think his career is in jeopardy?
To me, that comment is coming from a
Cleveland
Brown fan that knows that if Deshaun Watson gets suspended for a year, that their hopes of going far this season has been eliminated. So they're just trying to save their season.
Yeah.
Hey, she down there. Hey, is she coming, boy? She coming, child. Hey, it ain't down there screaming.
But no, if they don't have Baker or Deshaun, that's a lost season for them. I think Amari Cooper is going to be wasted. I think, who's the other receiver now on the other side of Amari?
That guy's been there. He didn't leave. What's his name?
They got the tight end, a good tight end.
Yeah, and they got Clowney back. They got a running back duo that's pretty good. And Chip.
Okay, listen. So my point is this. My point is not about Baker himself.
I ain't doing it. What you doing?
I'm not talking to you.
Then why you screaming?
Shut up. So my point is this, because I like Baker. I do not like how things went down. I do understand the business of it though, so I don't necessarily fault our front office. They did what they felt like they needed to do on the business end. I think one of the bigger issues is that there were already talks about Baker's immaturity, right? And then Baker has kind of that same thing that Patrick Mahomes has, but without the talent, where he has his side people who also cause conflict. And then when you add on top of that his reaction to a business decision, and then the lack of locker room support that he had from his teammates when all of it happened, I think it has given some teams pause as to what his maturity level and leadership skills are really like in that locker room, because not many people in that room came out in support of Baker when he had his antics. So that's what I mean when I say he needs to do what he needs to do to save his career. You need to be the bigger person, show that level of maturity that everyone is saying that you don't have, and step up and do what you need to do to prove to the rest of the teams that you can. We know that he can play, right? But being a quarterback is bigger than just being able to play. So he needs to show that those areas that the Browns and others are saying he's lacking, he needs to show. Aria, I am talking. He needs to show and prove that he's not lacking in those areas. So that's what I mean. It's not from, oh, I'm a Browns fan and I'm trying to save our season. We're at the mercy of the league at this point, right? It's going to be what it's going to be. But Baker, I think, is a decent quarterback, and he needs to do what he needs to do to prove who he is as a person and leadership-wise and maturity-wise to save his career going forward, because another talent will come along. Talent is not going to be the end-all, be-all. Another talent will come along. So he needs to make himself appeal to those teams that are currently not trying to put in that extra whatever to get him. Okay, get my child. Let me go back down.
So Kanisha, and this is Kanisha Davis. This is the the what do we call her? The head honcho over there at Decatur's number one LIV.
Right, front office.
Yeah, the front office. The front office. There we go. Kanisha, so should Baker Mayfield go out there and risk an injury for a team that doesn't appreciate him already?
I'm going to say this. And I know that the thing is, risking injury is a part of the game, right? He has to determine what his marketability is right now. And if it's not looking that great, because he wants to be a starting quarterback. He's not trying to go be anybody's backup. He wants what his role is. And if the issue that teams are having is that they feel that he has not shown maturity or leadership, then he needs to do what it takes to show that he does have that. Either that, or he's going to have to accept that maybe he's a lower commodity than he thought he was. But if he wants to sit in that position that he thinks he belongs in, he's going to have to show it, because unfortunately, this situation gave fire to some rumors that were already present about who he was, you know, as a leader or an on-field presence. So he has to figure out some kind of way to overcome that. And if that means suiting up and getting out in that field and, you know, playing his best, that is a gamble that all football players make. You have to put your body on the line. That's the job.
Yeah.
But you put it on the job for the team that wants you, though.
You know, he's putting it on a job for himself. He's putting it on the line for himself because he wants to be what he thinks he. And I do think he can be a starting quarterback, and I think he can do very well at some team. But he is in a position where he has to prove it now. Now, there might be a team that might step up and say, we've seen enough and we want him. But right now, that does not seem to be happening. So he's going to have to make a decision as to whether or not he is really trying to show and prove. And that's going to be up to him. I mean, we can't answer that for him, but I want to see him well. And he needs to make whatever decision he needs to make to have the career that he wants to have in the NFL.
Okay.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen.
Did all these rumors come out after they decided they want to go to Deshaun Watson?
No. There were already talks about lack of maturity. There were battles and the press and amongst the fan base with his wife. Like all of these things were already going on. There were already the naysayers present. And I think when everything happened with the Deshaun Watson trade and then his reaction just kind of on a larger scale, shone a light on that, what they were already saying. Mommy. Yes, sweetie pie.
Let me time up.
You want more cake? Okay. She wants more cake. So we're going to leave. But no, to answer your question, no. The rumors were already present, around Cleveland and probably around the league, right? Because the league is small. But this situation definitely amplified it.
Okay. This is from a Browns fan. She's connected, y'all. She knows what she's talking about.
Right. And I still love the Browns and I love Baker. So there it is.
Yeah. Hey, look. Thank you, Chuck.
You welcome. It looks like Joshua Dobbs is the third string quarterback.
Dobbs.
Third string. They only have Baker as the third. They got Baker as the fourth.
Dang, they didn't put him down to fourth. Started on last season.
They ain't even put no number on him, dog. I just made him the fourth, really. They ain't even put a number by him. And like my boy Trevor said, man, he said they still have Donovan People-Jones and Anthony Schwartz and Jakeem Grant, and then they have a rookie, David Bell.
So where did the receiver go that was there when Odell Beckham was there?
Landry?
Yeah, they had to re-sign him. He ain't got. Huh?
He New Orleans.
He did go back home.
He was New Orleans?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what I was thinking about. Okay.
Yeah.
So did they waited too long?
Yep. All right. So hey, that was some good intel there from
Hey, y'all welcome.
You're
welcome.
Look, I heard her screaming at the look. Chuck say something. Wow! I knew she was coming. Like a tsunami attack.
BB said, man, Baker might as well go to the LIV, man.
He's just throwing all kind of pot shots tonight, man. That's a typical Cowboy fan.
That boy on fire, on fire.
Yeah, typical Cowboy fan.
Speaking of go ahead and moving on, man, Rob Gronkowski has moved on and retired. Hey, a great career, man. Future Hall of Famer. Where do y'all have him in your tight end numbers? Top.
Hold up. Let me. I'm gonna say this here. It might piss somebody off. What table does he sit at, G?
Oh, he's sitting at the table by himself. Him and yeah. I mean, he stuttered. He's chunked.
Hey, man.
So with him sitting at the table by himself.
I mean, he got other people there. He got
No. You just said we're going. What you say first? What you believe?
Shannon. He said with Shannon Sharp. He said with Shannon Sharp.
Tony Gonzalez can't sit at that table.
Tony can't sit there.
So basically, what you're saying then is that Gronk is the best overall tight end ever in the NFL.
No, I'm saying.
Yeah. No. You say it's at the table by itself. No. I'm going by what you said.
As far as if it was a tight end table, if there was a tight end table,
that tight end table, him and Shannon Sharp sitting together.
So that's what I'm saying. So you saying that he and Shannon Sharp are the best overall tight ends ever to play in the NFL? That's what you both are saying.
We just saying they sit at a table.
No. Y'all are saying
they sit at the front table.
He and Shannon Sharp are the best two tight ends ever to play in the NFL.
Shannon got 3, right?
Shannon got 2, I think.
He got 2 for the Broncos, and he got 1 with the Ravens.
Did he get 1 with the Ravens?
Yeah, on the Ravens. Yeah.
Okay.
So he got 3.
He got 3.
So can y'all answer my question, please?
Are
you saying?
Gronk got 4. Gronk has 4.
Okay, we understand that. Gronk got 4. Shannon got 3. But are you both saying that these two are the top two tight ends to match. This is what I'm saying now. To ever play in the NFL.
I'll say this here.
They're two at the top.
They're two at the top. Yeah, I'll say this here.
Are they the top two?
They close. If they not, if not,
you can't be close. When you play the lottery, you can't miss by one number and still win.
Okay. Okay, well, Chuck, we've been trying to tell you that there's a hierarchy here. There's a special place for guys like this. There's a special table for guys like this. If Tony Gonzalez was walking with them, Tony will have to go to the mezzanine. That's all I'm saying, Charlie. Hey, man.
So again, y'all are saying that these are the top number one and number two tight ends ever to play in the NFL.
All right, I'll say in the playoffs, Gronk.
That's not what I said. That's not what I said.
Who's your number one? Who's your number one tight end? Chuck.
It's not Gronk.
No, who is it?
I would put it between.
Who didn't win?
Who didn't win what?
I would just say if you said your name, who didn't win was gonna be right. You would have said James, who didn't win? You know.
So y'all gonna tell me that the Super Bowl range Gronk most yards receiving in the NFL.
We've been trying to say that this is an important portion of this conversation. When we do this, he gonna sit at a table. Gronk is going down as one of the best.
You know, this gonna be another one of them LIV. It's gonna be another one of them LIV topics. We're not gonna ever see eye to eye. Because when you put on and we're in the Hall of Fame, and you put on your Hall of Fame jacket, and I put on my Hall of Fame jacket, my jacket is not a different color than yours.
Right, but my accessory.
No, it's not.
Yes.
you got the same lettering and everything on your lapel as I do.
I got a pin.
Your lining is the same as mine. You got a Hall of Fame pin, just like I do.
Well, okay, go into the building in the hall.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it, Corey. Don't do it. I already got G on this one. Don't do it. Don't do it, Corey.
Oh, I'm saying tight end wise, tight end. That's the question he just asked you. Who? Name somebody else that can put on the strap.
Gonzalez.
Who?
Tony Gonzalez.
I didn't hear.
Tony Gonzalez.
Tony Gonzalez. Okay, Tony Gonzalez could strap up with him. Going into the hall. No. Okay, let's go back to the regular season. We didn't see Tony Gonzalez in the regular season. I mean in the postseason.
That's because he wasn't playing. He wasn't playing with the GOAT.
But he didn't go to the playoffs but like twice in his career.
He wasn't playing with the GOAT.
Okay.
So because he wasn't on the same caliber team, that makes him that much less.
They Kansas City team wasn't bad.
Yeah,
Then that Falcons team, he went one time with Kansas City and once with the Falcons.
Yeah.
Right? When we went to
he went with Kansas City.
And he was a good regular season player. I keep trying to paint the picture of going into the hall where this dude's pecking order will be at. Though it is a hall, but you keep saying that there's no pecking order. And me and G are talking about there is a special place for those guys who are covered, scattered, covered, and chunked. And you saying that there's not.
So we get back. This could be another one of those long, drawn out conversations. So all the qualifications for getting into the hall that you have to have a Super Bowl ring.
No. We just saying that there's a special place.
That's what you and G and Charles Barkley say.
Yes. And Charles is the one that's not even in it, but he said he knows that his ticket is different than when he walk in with a certain amount of guys.
That's Charles Barkley.
He don't deserve it. Does Charles Barkley not deserve to make that comment?
Charles Barkley is the same one that put down San Francisco and the city of San Francisco and got talked about on TV. So anyway,
You didn't answer the question.
what?
Does he not deserve that argument?
He can argue anything he want to. Now, what I'm agree with is two different things.
Go ahead, G. I'm not gonna do that with that dude, man. I'm gonna do that.
So, congratulations to my man, dog. Rob Gronkowski, man. I don't think he's coming back. I don't think he really wanted to come back last year. I think Tom Brady talked him into it. He's a great man. I think he's a top 5, definitely, all time. So and while we're on that, man, rest in peace to Tony Siragusa, one of the great ones, man. 55 years old. 55, man. We're losing a lot of NFL players, man. I think we talked about this a couple shows before. It's sad. It's sad.
Can we arguably say that Siragusa was on one of the most dynamic defenses that ever played this game?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That he helped Ray Lewis be one of the best linebackers to ever play the game.
Man,
yeah.
Goose. I heard that boy talk that when he was talking about they were talking about him today, and they were saying that on that line. I mean, he held it with the best of them. Let you know what you wasn't gonna do. Let him know. I'm gonna hold you the whole game to nothing. You know, like I'm coming across to you. I'm gonna get your quarterback. You know, it's like stuff like that. Like I'm gonna punish you today. And he was a big man. He was a big man. Golly.
All right. Last subject, man. Top 5 players. You know,
we finished my conversation. We finished.
Was it?
Which one?
We're gonna come back to that Hall of Fame talk. So we do.
You want to do more? Do you want more of this?
Keep that in mind.
Do you want more of this though? Really though,
Corey, it's not over till it's over. I'm sorry, G.
Now you go. Hey, let's do. You want to do top 5 or top 10 all-time NBA players?
Let's do 5, man. Do 5.
Do 5. All right. Give me your top 5, Chuck. Let's start with you.
Ultimately, who I call the GOAT, everybody may not believe he's the GOAT. That would be 6'6" from the University of North Carolina, Michael Jordan.
Okay. Michael Jeffrey.
Okay. That's one.
That's all you need.
He said that's all you need.
No, top 5. We get top 5.
Okay, so I get my one. Let's go around. Y'all get y'all one.
Okay. All right. So that's his GOAT.
And
all right, so
it don't have to be in order. I just want 5 of them.
No, we're gonna go in order. We're gonna go with number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. We're gonna do a little comparison here.
Okay. So you starting with we'll start with the shooting guard. Or the point guard first. You went to the number. What was yours?
No.
2 or 3.
My number 1 may not be a point guard.
Right. Okay, so there ain't no particular order. Okay.
Nah.
No, so you don't have to have a top 5 starting 5.
Okay, just your top 5. Okay.
5 players ever.
All right, I feel you. All right, well, my first guy, like you said, no particular order. I'm going Kareem.
Okay. Hey man, I thought we were doing our number 1s, man.
What you want me to do? He said no particular order. Now he's saying it's in the order. What you want me to do?
Okay.
And then I ain't gonna lie to you. MJ ain't my number 1 dude.
I didn't say he had to be, man.
Kareem.
I know you're an MJ hater.
Right. Like that dude.
Kareem. MJ is mine.
All right.
My next one would be Magic Johnson.
Magic. Kobe.
My next one's Kobe.
Okay, I'm a little bit out of order. My next one to my brothers, don't want to say it, but my next one would be Kobe.
Okay.
Next guy. My next guy will. I guess I'll put Magic in at number 3.
Magic number 3.
Magic at number 3.
Okay. My number 3 is Bron.
Run.
Okay, my number 4, because I done already picked 2 Lakers, not because he was a Laker, because I don't want anybody to think I'm a Laker lover, because I'm not. But as being I know Corey, you like Kareem, but as being a dominant big man, and there's always been this argument going back and forth between Kareem and this guy, I'm going with Shaq.
Ooh, okay. My number 4 guy. Yeah, that's nice. That's a nice one. My number 4 guy, I'm going. It may be slightly controversial, but I mean, he could put it up. Bird.
Okay. My next one is Magic.
So now I guess we're down to 5, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My 5 is LeBron.
So my 5th is a toss up. To me, my toss up, but because I got a big man already. I'll put LeBron in. I'll put LeBron into my 5.
My 5 is Kareem.
Your 5th guy? Okay.
My 5th is Kareem.
Yeah, my brother need to know there's other teams like that beside the Lakers.
We got Kobe, Magic, and Kareem.
Yeah.
But I ain't picking Jordan.
Ours are pretty much the same. I think we just Shaq and Bird are the 2 outliers in all this. Looks like.
Yeah.
Shaq and Bird.
Shaq and Bird. I got Shaq and Bird in my top 10.
I go for it. I put MJ in there.
So do y'all have Steph Curry in your top 10?
Yes, I do.
I do too.
Wait. Corey, you don't have MJ in your top 5?
Not in my top 5. I mean, we know he's great, but I can get that same productivity out of Kobe. So I'll take Kobe in lieu of MJ because I was more of a Kobe fan than MJ. You know, I listen, and it's only because I'm controversial because I don't.
Yeah.
Who's the greatest player ever?
MJ is the greatest player to ever do it, to ever lace it up, because he was the blueprint for Kobe. I get that. I'm just saying, if you
this is the top 5 all time, not your top 5 favorite.
I don't care. I want to put him there. I don't want to put him. I don't either. Yeah, I don't like the dude. So I can't do it. It's like you telling me, listen, this is the greatest shirt ever with the star on it. I don't want to put that shit on.
So let me ask you this.
Yes.
I think I remember you going back and talking about your tennis shoe collection.
I got plenty of them. I ain't gonna lie to you. They comfortable as hell. But I don't.
So if you dislike somebody so much,
I wore a pair last night. No, I'm sorry. I wore LeBron's last night.
So if you dislike someone so much, then why invest your hard-earned funds in something that carries his name?
Because they look good. They do look good. Now I'm gonna say this here. My favorite player of all time, Reggie Miller and Dominique Wilkins. But Reggie Miller wore Nikes at the end of his career. But they were the Scottie Pippens. You know what I'm saying? Now, Dominique Wilkins wore Brooks, and those were some terrible shoes. And I wasn't about to wear them. Wasn't about to wear them. You see what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't crazy. I'm telling you, I know that MJ is the GOAT. But I'll feel comfortable if I had to put, like the way I'm looking at it, I know this, I gotta add how I feel about it, like a favorite. But you saying is MJ the GOAT? Of course he is. Without a doubt.
Well, he should be in your top 5, then.
Huh?
He should be in your top 5.
No.
So you just said your 2 favorite players all times. So those 2 favorite players in your top 10?
Yeah.
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them in your top 10. Write that down, G.
Reggie is in my yeah.
Reggie is in your top 10 of all time?
Reggie was great during this time, man. Yeah.
So, are you trying to convince yourself? Wait a minute now. He's in your top 10?
Favorites? Of course.
No, not favorites. Not favorites.
Oh,
these are not favorites, Corey.
You just go with all time.
Yeah.
All-time player.
Why are we doing that? We know that MJ. Come on, man. We know that.
We talking about Reggie and Dominique now. We don't love
Reggie.
MJ.
No, well, Reggie and Dominique wouldn't be. Well, by position, no. Well, of course not. They're top 25.
Okay.
They Hall of Famers, Yeah, they Hall of Famers.
I can go with top 25.
Yeah, they top.
So they're Hall of Famers, so they can't sit at the table though.
Hell no. They still good one. Hey, nope. Hey. No, hey, I know Dominique Wilkins is gonna be the mezzanine. I know Reggie, he's gonna be right there too. They put their stamp on the hall.
So let me ask you this then. Let me ask you this. So Wilt Chamberlain had how many championships?
I don't know. No, that's not.
Not Wilt Chamberlain. Bill Russell.
Bill Russell.
How many he have?
11.
11. So can Michael Jordan sit at the table with Bill Russell?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 11 and 6 can sit together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You bring your jewels, man. Bring your jewelry with you. If you don't have one, you can't. That's all we keep saying to you, man. These some great players that don't have nothing.
Right.
Can one sit with 11?
Yeah.
One can get you a ticket, One can get you there. We can talk to you.
Hey, it's like,
oh, boy.
It's like when you go out with the fellas, man, and y'all well, not the fellas, y'all are all out, and you got the married table, and then you got the single. You're not chilling with the single people because they out there trying to, they out there hollering everybody.
We don't, right.
You with the married group, man. You're not
the ones that went all the way.
Listen,
the ones that went all the way.
No, you know how y'all told me I couldn't compare the USFL with the LIV.
Right.
Y'all can't compare marriage with this thing in the Hall of Fame. Nah.
So you didn't get that USFL thing in the LIV.
Nah. You can't do that. Y'all can't do that.
Yo, BB said without the ring, you can go to the after party.
Hey, there you go.
ATL got very said, man, Reggie's not even top 25 though.
Because listen, Trevor, he grew up in my time, my day. That was Miller time. It meant something to me. You know what I mean? Miller time. I don't even know. My guy, you might not even been born during Miller time. Did you watch him? Did you watch him play? So you got your boy, and you said you got him in the top 10, Reggie Miller. I got Reggie in my top 25. Top 25. Okay. Top 25. Okay. Yeah. Reggie will actually be there with AI.
So this is what I'm gonna say. This is what I'm gonna say about this. The NBA this year, they brought out the top 75, right?
Uh-huh.
So to me, them the 75 greatest players in the NBA.
Okay.
Do you think they messed up some? What you tracing
I
great?
I have to go back and look at the list, but my point is they rate the top 75. They all got their 75th anniversary jackets. I go in that doggone hall. If I'm in the hall, I sit anywhere I want to.
You better not come over the table with all this stuff, this scattered covenant chunk. You better sit down over there with Chuck.
You're gonna make me leave.
You gonna try to sit down? They gonna have bleach in your chair.
They're gonna have bleach in my shirt. It's gonna be like that NFL party when the cake get destroyed.
The commercial.
I know it. Fellas, I don't mean to destroy this groove.
Oh yeah, we know.
We about to roll. We about to roll. All right, hey man, great show, man. Episode 15 in the books. Hey, we appreciate you all rocking with us, man. We'll see y'all again on Sunday. My guy BB, Rod, what's up, baby? Rod Smith, ATL guy, very man. We appreciate the work that you're doing, man. Remember to check us all out on TikTok at The Crew and You, and G from The Crew and You, and Corey from The Crew. And Chuck Littlejohn, not yet, from The Crew.
Coming soon from the crew. I know it coming soon to The Crew.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
Hey,
Coming
did we
soon.
get any?
Make sure
Did
y'all
we
out,
get
man.
any topics?
ATL got very special. Huh?
Did we get any topics? From
No,
anybody?
we ain't get no topics. Nobody
Okay.
put no topics.
Okay.
Nobody want any money.
Okay.
So, hey, we need you all, man, to try to put some topics in, man. So if y'all have some topics that y'all want to talk about, y'all want us to talk about as well, man. Put them in our chat. See us on TikTok. See us on YouTube, and put it in there, man, so we can see it. All right. We thank y'all. We love y'all, man. James Littlejohn, Roddy Littlejohn. Hey, we'll check y'all. Kanisha Davis, thanks for popping in. Hey, we'll see y'all on Sunday, baby, 8 o'clock. We love y'all. Hey, y'all have a blessed week.
All right. Y'all be careful there, man.
No doubt. Later.
All right. Later.